Hello everyone and welcome back to Galactic War. Today, let's start a little different and check the galaxy state right away. There is a new panel showing ongoing battles and attacks. And as you can see, UEF malfunction not having the best time, being currently pushed back by those pesky aliens. So if you are a casual UEF enjoyer like myself, feel free to join and help defending. And since it's been going for a while, a couple of high-ranked players showed up, which means higher tier reinforcements and also more fun with them. So that's for the galaxy view, but let's head the game, which is gonna be 1v3 situation. UEF player Major Hall Jr. So he will definitely show us some T3 reinforcements going against 3 Cyber players, all drones, so basic rank, basic reinforcements at best, but there are 3 of them, and let's see how they're gonna use this advantage, if at all. So first one starting with Land Factory, classic build, maybe. I'm not sure if I approve of this pigeon, probably will force the AC to move, yeah, well, not very optimal. Other one also starting with a Land Factory and expanding towards the middle to build the next one, and last one starting with Air Factory, so maybe we're gonna see some dedicated airplay from Heinrich going with early air scout already. Meanwhile, Hojunu going for the classic Hydro build and a couple of land scouts to see any raids. The map Fancylands, the improved version or improved, well, just more, at the least, visually pleasing of the classic Badlands with a lot of reclaim in the middle spots. And maybe just more reclaim in general. I don't think there is that much reclaim on the classic Badlands. There's a couple of small rocks and really annoying trees to reclaim. And reinforcements are already coming in. And we gonna see Titan being dropped with a couple of scouts. And what you see here now with the Titan coming in 2 minutes, that's no longer possible. Since yesterday update where the timing got improved, so T2 and T3 reinforcements are being delayed a bit more, because let's be honest, Titan at minute 2 is a bit early to deal with, but let's see how that's gonna work in this game, since we have 3 ACUs. They will be able to cover a lot of ground and potentially kill the Titan before it can do any significant damage. There is at least this avenue, can still choose to go and sneak past the ACUs. We have a bomber trying to hit some engineers, more reinforcements being dropped, and there is another Titan being dropped with a bit more scouts. So now 2 Titans in a play really early on to balance 3 ACU advantage. Currently all ACU is pushing towards the middle, which is maybe they expect some of the Team 3 units, and that's why they are all together trying to counter that way. Else you would expect to use the advantage of the ACUs to claim all the reclaim in the middle. Claim the reclaim. So far the Titan catching a couple of scouts. The other one gonna go to the side, and there is really nothing to stop it. And can walk straight into the base. The first one is retreating for a bit. Yeah, now all three ACUs in the middle, maybe they have, you know, now Octal 17 is coming back to his side. I thought we were gonna see some team strategy being executed. And also slightly disappointed by this air factories not really doing much. There was this bomber that probably didn't do much for it. Got shut down by interceptors, and basically no air units right now. One Inti and one Jester probably gonna be used trying to stop the Titan. Couple of 31 units are being dropped, which is also not gonna be enough, and the ACU is late. So probably not the best move to move towards the middle. Now set to run back. And if they expected a trouble like that, maybe a PD would be a good choice to run. PD would definitely at least slow down the Titan, maybe with the walls. The walls work correctly. Could even force it to go somewhere else. And the Titan on the other side as well, killing a couple of Nexus. The thing is, now with all the ACUs that were basically out of position, who are still directly in the middle, would be a much better choice to send the Titans towards the bases and just kill everything, because there's not much to stop it. Now there's a T2 HQ and with a Beetle and T2 PD going up now, but that would be too late if the Titan decided to go into the base directly. This one is going right now. Might take a couple of energy storages. I think they are built too close together. Like one of them explodes, they will all explode. But now the Titan got a bit too close, took unnecessary damage. So the Jester is being used to deal with that, and now the Beetles are coming as well, and they can do some serious damage. Yeah, so one Titan is down, the other one is in the back. Was slightly annoying to kill those mexes, but that's just T1 mexes, and if you consider how much mass there is, like even in this pile, it's reclaiming this is much more mass efficient than with the NG trying to expand and take 4 T1 mexes. So not much damage has been done with those Titans. Denying this expansion for a bit, but again, with so much reclaim on the map, it doesn't matter that much. See, there are no more UEF interceptors to deal with these Jesters, so they will be able to kill the Titan. And this was just a T1 max that died, so not actually that much damage. A few more reinforcements of of man is being dropped in. Still, this mass not taken. The engineer decided taking the mass spot instead, but it looks like Major Hall has no issues with actually lacking the energy to use all the mass, and it might be caused by the going for the gun, so might be just temporary. And going also for the T2 regen. So far not much aggression from the Cyber players, not really using well the AC advantage. If both the ACs that were in the middle decided to go both for gun, they could have it either finished by now, or if they wanted to, maybe even a little earlier, and just pushing to the base. Nothing really would stop them. And 2-gun AC advantage would be something. Instead, deciding to go for the longer game, probably T2 HQ factory, T2 maxes, and just reclaiming and even like building this wall. I would say it's like a Percy has been dropped as well, and there was no T3 HQ yet, so also Percy will. And it's gonna have a decent range and might potentially kill the ACU, not that many units, so probably, yeah, it's time to run. See, does he know? There there is an ACU. Hard to say because the radar was out. But this ACU could definitely die to the Percival if not careful. Okay, now they know that the Percy isn't playing and there might be another one. Yes, another Percy is being dropped right now. TML play is going from a 7 frame. I approve. Is there TMD? No TMD. Now it's being constructed, but it's too late and the PD pigeon is dying. A bit of a misplay from Major Hall. What you always want to do is build 2 Tech 2 engineers, one for the power and one that will build the TMD. It's not that expensive and it can save you a lot of trouble if you get it in time. So right now, basically free range to still kill a lot of things. The PD is gonna get killed as well. And Tanya in full retreat because there is Gun ACU and the Percival, and the Percival is in range. But looks like unfortunately Major Hall is using the attack, which is the worst thing to do since the Percival will always stop on the range. The ACU moves out of range and it's never gonna fire. So you just wanna keep moving. And also you need the intel. You need to have some air, even if it's just a couple of interceptors to provide the vision. So actually Tanya might be able to get away thanks to this lack of intel and a bit of a misplay using the attack instead of just moving in. Probably with not enough intel, Hall definitely doesn't want to overextend with his ACU. There's also, he doesn't really have much air. He has a flak at least with him, but that doesn't want to really get them out of guard. And now the Percival is in range and shooting, but now again the ACU is gonna walk out of the range, which will get away. Another shot. See, it is even without the intel, it has the range right now. So it's gonna be close. There's still enough. It's like one more shot. Misses. And it's not. Ooh. Now it won't be able to catch it. So Daniel just managing barely survive this encounter with the Percival. Bit lucky if the intel and using the attack move instead of just moving in and keeping the ACU in range and visible. And now actually TML flying directly for her and getting one hit. So he definitely wants to back off to safety. Does not want to risk losing everything in unnecessary fight. And with the Parry Beetles also moving in. Yeah, stunning the units. Definitely doesn't want to get caught in the middle of this. Now his engineers are reclaiming this wall, which was kinda useless. If you have the 3-player advantage, probably you don't want to be the one building walls. I'm kinda surprised the one tried to take the plateaus yet. Especially surprised from the Simon player with the air factories, who look like he's gonna be going for the airplane. Yes, the Justice, but didn't have time to build transport yet. More TMLs flying in, but now there is a front PMD. But with a bit of a air advantage, and well, generally there's always a chance to snipe PMD. Just takes 4 bombers usually, 41 bombers to kill it. So we'll see if they decided to use it. Now the Percival coming in will have no issues dealing with D2PD. There is an ACU moving to front, not sure why. It's an upgraded ACU and there are a lot of pillars and the Percival, so he might be in danger. And I think well, he doesn't have that many ranks to lose, but still, never gonna rank up if you die. Now again, the same mistake, the Percival is not moving in, so he's gonna move out of range. And now waste the shots on the Mantises, and it would take just 2 more shots to kill this ACU. Still really close. At least this time there is the pillar to provide the intel, but as you can see, the Percival is stopping each time on the range, but it's not reloaded, so it doesn't fire. Instead of wasting the shots on everything else, it would take just 2 more shots and this ACU would die. Now he's getting kind of behind the hill. I'm not sure what he's doing right now. He should be definitely running. Ooh, that was a risky play from Heine going for that overcharge. But looks like he likes to live on the edge. Meanwhile, I've missed this raid, so let the expansion die to a bit of raid. A couple of fire beetles and Mantises did manage to push in and kill a couple of mexes. But looks like still a lot of reclaim left all over the map to be taken. By now these pillars will have no issues dealing with the rest of it. And this can be reclaimed like was all T1 mexes. There was a T2 mex back here, so 1 T2 mex died and a couple of T1 mexes. Not such a huge loss. Can be rebuilt quite fast, and this will leave some reclaim behind as well. So right now another T2 land HQ from up to 17 and going for a T2 air factory as well, and with a lot of transports. So it looks like now there is gonna be some drops in play from him. Still no plateaus taken, and just overall T1 units. There's a stealth in the middle of the base, which is a decent addition. Probably might be too early for that, since yeah, we are still in the T1 radars mostly. It's more useful later on when you are in range of T2 or T3 radar, but not the Omni. Then you hide. Actually, both of the players going for the stealth, so they don't want to be seen what they're doing. Maybe just hiding the beetles, because they have cloak, but they don't have stealth themselves, so that's why they build it, so they don't show up in scouting. So probably gonna see some drop of beetles, and gonna be just here to kill again this expansion, which is gonna be definitely annoying, but not such a huge loss for Major Hall. He has a T3 max right now, and still decent amount of reclaim left on his side of the map, and definitely ahead in economy. See, 8k reclaimed, 1k mass, 11k for Italian, so doing the best so far, and 1800 for Oppo. So Italian the only Cyber Commander really using that reclaim to boost the economy. Now the big drop to kill both T1 mexes is gonna split a couple of units to raid back mexes. More TMOs are flying in, and now a bit of a push on the other side as well with the pillars, as that's not gonna get anywhere. There's ACU and enough units. Still the mass in the middle mostly unreclaimed. There is a bit of a reclaiming going on with a single, well, a couple of engineers, but all the sides, still no one took them. and it's a decent amount of reclaimed. See, it's like around 1k to 2k, 2.5k on each side. Is a lot. Can definitely finance you a bit of a T3 max. So again, this expansion is lost, but a lot of the units were used to do so. And now there's mass storage. We have a defensive mass storage going on. Let's see how many kills it's gonna get. It has a pretty shitty range, 0 and no firepower, but it is here. Definitely, if you want to confuse your opponent, might do that. A bit of a skirmish here in the middle, but probably won't be a big issue for Major actually, as here. Yes, this Titan and a couple of Purplers are now moving in. The Beetle's being really annoying, killing off this Titan, but it does die really close to Major Soul's base, so we'll have no issues reclaiming that. So this push is probably not gonna achieve anything if much. Killed one TMD, maybe wanna focus the other one. Yeah, he is doing that now, so well, he is able to kill it. Missiles on the way. Missiles are not yet on the way. Okay, now he's shooting. So looks like he might get these 2 kills. Not sure about this one. Probably this TMD might be in a range to split the missile, but at least two of the maxes, maybe even this one, yeah, should be in danger. Okay, so first one goes down. Yeah, the TMD got just out of range. So this one max is safe, but 3 of them gonna die. Now another TMD is going up. Yeah, so overall was worth it. Push it. It'd be really annoying to kill the TMD. Yeah, even though a couple of bombers might achieve the same, even though there is a decent amount of interceptors, the opponent might not be always paying attention, so trying to send a couple of bombers each direction would work for a really long time. Now, big drop going on the right side. Is there no T radar on this side, so it will be successful, but at the same time, pretty decent push going on this side as well. So it's like they would just join, and a lot of fire beetles. As you can see, it's not really visible on the radar. Would be definitely worth to mix a couple of stealth beats here to these units as well, since they would be invisible from the radar. So he could hide this push for much longer. There is a bit of a scouting, so that's always an option that your opponent will see that, sending scouts, but he does have to send them. And it seems like this scouting is going just through the middle. It's not planned to do any more advanced pattern to cover the whole map or to all 3 venues. Now with just a couple of T1 units. Looks like these Beetles have regrouped with the ACU. I'm not sure what the enemy is still doing to his ACU in front so late in the game. Just asking for trouble. Because just takes a couple of T3 units and a few hits to kill the ACUs. It is 11k HP, but you know, Titan, well, like Percy's with Percy is 7k. So a couple of Percivals and he will be deleted. It's just a bit of focus fire. Now more TMLs, actually 3 TMLs flying to the base and killing the TMD. The second TMD also went down, or is being built, and pretty bad time to have power issues for Major. Would definitely not want to use the Pigeons. Yes, gonna upgrade. Maybe even time to think about T2 or Shield to be more safe, since as time goes on and with T2 air in play, potentially later T3 air, if some snipe is happening, you wanna have more HP available. Still, this mass field is not reclaimed. There is a couple of engineers from Major Hall moving in. Single Mount is denying them, and now Handy finding himself in a bad situation. He is being focused by, and now his own units are blocking him. But there is a lot of beetles to deal damage, so he might be safe for now. This bridge will die as well. But looks like he's not afraid of dying, and he keeps pushing with all the units. We have a T2 radar, and now bricks are in play as well. T3 regen and ready. And this is a bit bigger push, and not that many units from Major Hall. There is single Persil and Pillar defending this push, but Persil not being disgraced against T1 spam, but looks like that's a decent target priorities and shooting the rhinos instead. A couple of emergency PDs going up, but this expansion is dead with all the EQ maxes. ACU is still pushing with all the units. And now he's being warned by his teammate to be a little bit more careful, since the Percivals can kill it really fast, but he definitely wants to take this expansion. Okay, now finally the plateaus are being taken. PMD, PD, flag, T2 maxes straight away, and a bit of a RT. T2 radar and an RT and a shield plants, which is definitely gonna be annoying to the decent range. T2 gunships are moving in now, going after the PDs, but no interceptor support, which is a shame since there is a decent amount of interceptor for the Cyber players. But now the gunships are just gonna die. ACU still fearless, going straight for the Percivals, but he's gonna be targeted. No. Percies are gonna try to retreat a bit, not rushing into all T1 units. Now bricks are moving through the middle, and not enough Percivals to stop them. And more TMOs are flying in, and they will be able to get this factory. And so one of the T3 factory died because it was in front of the PMDs and got completely deleted. So do we have more of them? There's still 3, and the one from the beginning. Now finally the cyber interceptors are moving in, have no issues dealing with the UAV interceptors. Briggs in the middle, but getting a little bit sandwiched by all the Percivals, while majority of the T1 units are still not shooting, but they will move in soon. Could they use a Titan or 2 to deal with the T1 spam? It is a pretty big overkill for the Percival to shoot in a Mantis. But looks like this is enough Percivals. They do manage to shoot at least on a different units, so they are dealing with this. Even more missiles are still flying in. A wall of T1 PDs. Some really unusual plays. You don't see this so often. We have this offensive mastery, which is pretty full, but even if it explodes, it doesn't really deal damage. And now with the wall of T1 PDs, let's see how that's gonna work. Probably not so well against the bricks. And I've missed it. Hani dying to all those Percivals. Not surprised. And his teammates, Donald Crew, was a bit of a wasted death. No reason to die here so late in the game. An upgraded ACU going against Percivals. If he at least had a gun and did some amazing overcharge action, but just died. I could have OC them. That would take some godly micro to OC so many Percivals. That Cybrans did manage to deal some decent amount of damage, kill 2 of the expansions, but at the same time they also left a lot of reclaim behind. So it's gonna be a major goal to use all the reclaim. He has T3 P-Gen, so he should have, and does have more than enough energy actually floating with mass, 12k mass, so his issue is not being able to spend all the mass. So this, all these reclaiming engineers won't be able to even reclaiming, so they will stop. Maybe even time to think about a Fat Boy. Just throw it all into a Fat Boy and get a decent range with that. There's definitely enough mass to start it with 12k in the bank, and there is at least another 10k, even more, all on his side and easily controlled by him. There isn't even any attempt to get this reclaim. And T3 Arty in the middle being annoying, also stationary T2 Arty. This one T2 Arty also on the plateau got finished. Let's see, it's gonna be Tanya's. Check the range. Actually, it's gonna be slightly annoying denying this expansion, but maybe a couple of DMRs up here as well to have a different angle. Now the Percies are moving through the middle, but just 5 of them, so probably won't get that far with all the incoming bricks off the shield. So this push is not gonna be successful. A couple of UF gunships stealing some leftover rhinos, and ASS now are in play. And no T3 air yet for major hole, so definitely wants to be thinking about that, or getting some SAMs up, because looks like he won't be getting air back anytime soon. And with T3 air, might be a couple of strat bombers going for the kill, or just T3 gunships doing some serious damage and slowly boxing him in. Definitely would be a time thinking about the shield really seriously. Or option B, escape. So Major Ball is recalling. It's like he doesn't want to risk it anymore. He's been defending most of the game with so much mass. He decided he could definitely keep playing. Oh, not recalling. He's going T3. I thought it was recalling, but maybe he stopped. Wasn't sure. So good. We're gonna see more game. T3 going up on his ACU. So let's see what he's gonna do now. Still decent amount of mass to reclaim. The Fat Boy is an upgun. Fat Boy, and see, it's going really heavy on the Percivals. Should we black, and definitely some players would be a welcome addition to the mix. because there will definitely be, or it should be, yeah, now we can see a Stride Bombers being built, and another drop. Is it not visible on the radar? Probably we have a couple of deceivers. Yeah, there are some deceivers on board, so we'll be able to drop it all in the back here and probably kill a couple of the factories. Not that many defenses here. Huge drop, huge. And with the beetles as well. So that's gonna deal some serious damage to the build power. All these Percivals, let's see, they're gonna get finished. A couple of them probably will. They're getting stunned instantly by the beetles. So one factory down, but now looks like it's mostly as mantises, so 3 factories have died with the build power. So definitely annoying, but probably nothing. Kind of are focusing on the factory. Slightly annoying, but still decent amount of T3 factories to build units. T2 transport with Percival. See, are gonna be dropped on the plateau to deal with that, and 2 Percivals should be able to clear this. There's only 1 flag and 1 PD, which is not gonna be enough to stop it. Meanwhile, the raiding continues. I'm still triggered by this not being reclaimed. Neither this, all this. Actually, 3 Percivals, so this arcade's gonna die. Still floating with mass. So build power is the issue. So this actually was a good catch since production is slowed down. A bit more scouting. No many T3 bombers. I don't. Well, just 1, so nothing too dangerous yet. Bit of raiding going on at the back. Did manage to kill a T3 max back here. Another one is probably in danger. There is a brick, still a brick. And bit of a push with 4 Percivals. I do not approve of this. It's probably just gonna die, while we should be focusing probably on getting control of his side of the map, recapture those expansion and secure them. His forces are not gonna get that far. Really did not achieve much. Another couple of presses are being dropped in the back, but will be intercepted by the ASFs. And in the meanwhile, Tanya doing a decent amount on the economy side. 300 mass, but also 20k in the bank. And having actually all these 3 expansions, but not enough for build power. And there it is now. Wait for that recall. So probably a good idea from him. Try the best. It didn't work out against 3 players. Was constantly harassed and didn't manage to get the advantage with the early T3 units. For a while it looked like he will be able to secure his side and start pushing in one direction, but unfortunately it didn't happen for him. But he did manage to snipe 1 kill of this Cybern ACU, which went just too far. But at the end didn't manage to win against 3 Cyberns at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed this match. I will be back in the future with more. If you wanna play Galactic War right now, I'm still looking for more testers. and there will be a link in the description with all the information you're gonna need on how to join. So see you there or in another cast. Bye.